Hello music fans and welcome back to my channel. My name is DarcHelmut and today we're diving a little bit deeper into the BTS catalog. Going through my long list of recommendations, I've been looking for titles that kind of stick out to me. So for this one we're going to a song called Dionysus. And for me it's a connection. When I was in high school I took Latin, one of my favorite teachers. And through that course we learned a whole lot about both Roman and Greek mythology. And Dionysus, of course, is a Greek god, and he was a god of like kind of wine and festivity and indulgence. And he is considered a little bit mad. In fact, he was the son of Zeus and Semele, and Semele was actually a human. So Dionysus was a god who was actually kicked out of Olympus because he was kind of a half god, half mortal, and of course they didn't think him worthy of time in Olympus, so he was cast out. So that alone has left me a little bit intrigued, based on the kind of lyrics that BTS writes, and usually have some deeper meanings behind them. So I'm really curious to see how this connection is made. So when I went searching for the video, I searched for the official video first, and the first thing I noticed is when I clicked on my closed captioned, it came up in the corner that they were auto-generated. Now, the last time I did a video with auto-generated lyrics, it wasn't very successful. We'll just say the translation was very poor. So what I did is I did another search for Dionysus with English subtitles, and I found another video. So what we're going to do here is we're going to watch the official video in its entirety. I won't pause or stop, and then we'll watch the other video as well, and we'll try to follow along a little better with the lyrics. So before we get into that, I just want to thank you all as usual. The response to my BTS reactions is huge. I'm loving the comments. I'm loving to get to know all of you. A few of you have sent me a little note through my Gmail, my DarcHelmutMusic@gmail.com, and I really appreciate that, getting to know you guys a little better. And you've been sending me some BTS videos to check out, which I will get around to them, not right away, and some pictures of yourselves, which is really nice to see. It's a lot easier to make that connection, of course, when you you're able to see the person you're talking to, if you know what I mean. So I really appreciate that you're all willing to kind of lay yourselves out there for me to get to know you, and that means a lot to me, and I hope you guys continue to do that. So we won't talk too much. We'll get right into the video here, because we have a couple of videos to watch. And like the last reaction, which I think overall was well received, like I say, we'll watch the official video. We'll watch it all the way through without pausing, and then I'll flip over to the other video that has some subtitles. I don't know, it doesn't look like it's the same video. At least the splash screen at the beginning looks very different, but we'll find that out. It's all part of the discovery of the music and the lyrics and the group. And so yeah, no more talk. Let's get into this one. Dionysus, the official music video from BTS. Here we go.
손에 술잔 다른 손에 든 칠성 투명한 크리스탈 잔속 찰나기는 예술로 술이 힘어 마시는 예술. You don't know what to do. 내가 보여줄게 난 전혀 다른 걸 주제. 아이비와 거친 나무로 된 마이크 첫째다 한숨에 나오는 소리 답이 없다. 해가 들 때까지 with the party yeah. 잠이 들 때까지 with the party yeah. Sing it 불러 다시 drink it 마셔 다시 우린 두 번 태어나. 죽들이고 상대의 영통 시대의 허통 죽들이고 너와의 소통. Okay, now I'm ready for show. 다 마셔 내 술잔에 다 빠져 미친 예술가네. 하나 둘셋 예술을 불러 only hey yeah. 다 마셔 내 술잔에 빠져 미친 예술가래 하늘 두들 생각이 지나버려 엉해야 팔자 필소 포도 위키 힙합 여기 Let's get it 나 지금 태양사는 무대에서 무대로 대들리는 환호성 Got to see my style rock and feel so CJ 난 다시 태어나는 비로소 When the night comes When the night comes Do the order table dum 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 Bass drum goes like dum 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 Yeah 해가 뜰 때까지 with the party yeah 잠이 들 때까지 with the party yeah Sing it 불러 다시 drink it 마셔 다시 우린 두 번 태어나 춤추니까 서장의 걱정 시대의 허점 춤추니까 나와의 속정 Okay now ready for show 다 마셔 내 술자리 다 빠져 미친 예술가래 하늘 두절 예술의 집을 나오네요 다 마셔 내 술자리 다 빠져 미친 예술가래 하늘 두절 생각이 집을 나오네요 너도 하면 전생 때 어디든지 다른 party day Take time 받아도 태어나 다시 왔으가 나를 say 다시 왔으가 나를 say 다시 왔으가 나를 say 내가 아이돌이던 예술가이든 뭐가 중요하잖아 예술도 이 정도면 과메지요 새끼로분 자신과 싸움해질 싸움 배를 들어 올리고 원샷 허나 나 여전히 목말라 What?
You ready for this? Are you ready to get hyped up? Cool.
마셔 내 술자리 다 빠져 미친 예술가래 예술의 집을 나오네요 마셔 내 술자리 다 빠져 미친 예술가래 생각이 집을 나오네요
Very interesting. A rock and roll song by BTS. That was very impressive. It's a nice pace change from what I've heard so far. I really like this one. So a little comment on the video itself. It seems like a pretty straightforward party song. You know, they had the wine at the beginning. You know, the guy hanging over the porcelain queen because he's had too much, which kind of ties into Dionysus because he's kind of the god of excess and wine. I also noticed the apple in the beginning, and the apple is very symbolic of temptation. So, I wanna kind of tie that together and think the song is about the temptations of excess and too much partying as you gain fame. But it seems like BTS usually, there's usually a meaning behind the lyrics. So I'm kind of curious to listen to this one again and listen and watch the lyrics to see exactly what they're saying. It seems pretty straightforward, and it might be. I mean, there's no harm in writing a straightforward song, especially with a rock theme. Generally speaking, you don't go too deep with rock and roll music. It's about the guitars, it's about the sounds. But yeah, it was a great song. And now it's just left me curious to dig a little deeper because the symbolism was there to make sense, like I say, to Dionysus and the god that he was. So the visuals are certainly a match, but now we got to check out some of the lyrics. So to do that, we're gonna drop that one. We're gonna bring this one up, and like I say, the splash screen at the beginning here is very different. So I'm assuming it's a different video entirely. Hang on just a sec. I got to shut off the sunshine here. Okay. So let's take a listen to this one, and on this one, like the last time, I'll probably pause as I hit certain lyrics and maybe capture a little more meaning that I didn't catch the first time. Or like I say, it could just be a straightforward song, and the the video and the title pretty much ties in what it's about, and that would be fine too. But I'm curious to see if I can draw any more from it. So let's start the second video now. Dionysus, the color-coded lyrics, and apparently in English. So let's do it.
손에 술잔 다른 손에 든 칠성 투명한 크리스탈 잔속 찰나기는 예술.
Okay, so already I'm getting something a little different. Yes, it seems to be about Dionysus and drinking and excess perhaps, but a flamboyant art in a crystal glass art as alcohol. Well, if you drink it, you get drunk, fool. So maybe alcohol is supposed to represent something else here. Maybe it's supposed to represent their music, and if you get into their music, you'll get drunk by it. You'll be drawn into it. Yeah, it's very interesting. Flamboyant art and a crystal glass art is alcohol. Well, if you drink it, you get drunk, fool. Yeah, it almost sounds like they're talking about their music here, and using alcohol as kind of symbolism to as you drink more, you get more and more into the music, which kind of makes sense because this is kind of what's happening to me as I hear more and more of these songs. I'm drawn more and more into the group and the music and the lyrics and the meaning. So yeah, let's go on and see what else we catch.
You don't know, you don't know, you don't know what to do. 내가 보여줄게 난 전혀 다른 걸 주제. 아이비와 거친 나무로 된 마이크 그때다 한숨에 나오는 소리 따윈 없다. 해가 들 때까지 with the party yeah. 잠이 들 때까지 with the party yeah. Sing it, 불러, 다시 drink it, 마셔, 다시 우린 두 번 태어나.
Again, a little bit of what I touched on in just that last lyric there. Sing it again, drink it again. Um, if you connect those two, yeah, they're basically saying, listen to the song, sing along, drink it in the sense of drink in the sounds and the vocals and the lyrics. Not drink it as in the literal sense of putting a glass to your mouth and drinking, but again, ties back a little bit to what I was saying just previous. So I'm already pulling a little more out of the song than I thought. Again, it seems to be a little bit deeper. It seems to be a lot of symbolism happening here. Okay. Again, we've got to go back. It has these other little pop-ups that come up in front of it, which is a little annoying, but I think we can work around that. Drink it up, creature of creation. So the idea of creating music, creating lyrics in your head. One bite, the pain of the times, which means, you've created music and, sometimes it's difficult. So it's painful at times to have to, when you're creating sometimes, and I mentioned this before, I think one of the other videos, you can kind of get that artistic block, and it can be very difficult to get past it and almost painful in some way because you become overwhelmed with what you're hoping to say and you just can't draw the words out. Drink it up, telecommunication with me. It's just, we want to write something that has appeal that people are going to like. So it's almost like their growth in their music, and the more they try to create, the harder it gets, and they just want to be able to communicate their music to the listener. Here we go. Drink up, drink up, drink up, drink up. Everyone fall, fall, fall in love for crazy artist. Again, what they're saying is like, listen to us. Like we're trying to bring you new and unique things. We're trying to push the boundaries of going back to my first video where I just assumed them to be another boy band. It's almost like they're saying, we're more than this. Just keep listening, and you'll eventually fall in love with this crazy group of guys who are creating and becoming so much more than I guess what they were expected to be at the beginning is just another, K-pop boy band. And I think it looks like they're really trying to push themselves to get out of that mold and to create something individual for themselves or individual to BTS. Okay, I'm at the door of the world right now. The cheers heard on the stage. So again, it sounds like they're just on the cusp of true stardom, and they can hear it before they come out. The legions of army out there cheering and screaming and whistling and all those sounds you hear at a concert. And it's like, yeah, imagine for the first time stepping onto a large stage or a large audience, and the world is at their doorstep, and they're ready to step through that into superstardom. They're ready to become something bigger than they were ever meant to be or ever hoped to be. Okay, just that last lyric, we're born twice. Again, they've evolved from where they came from, and they're about to step into a new world, this world of true stardom. I just noticed something that they're doing now. They're highlighting the band member that's singing the lyric. I just kind of caught because I know Suga's voice, and as soon as I switched to Suga, there he is. K-pop, born as an idol and reincarnated artist. Yeah, like I just mentioned just previous to that, they were born into the K-pop world. They were expected to be in the mold of the K-pop artist, but they reincarnated themselves. They became bigger than the K-pop sound. They're creating their own kind of genre of K-pop, or even beyond K-pop, their own genre of music. Yeah, very good. K-pop I don't know 태어나 that's what's gonna say that's what's gonna say that's what's gonna say 내가 알던 넌 yes by 머리 중요해. Okay, sorry, we're going to go back a little bit to that one again. That went by really quick. Okay, whether I'm an idol or an artist, it's important. Again, it sounds to me like they're trying to step out of expectations. They don't want to just be another pop idol. They don't want to be seen as just another boy band. I hate using that word, but in this context it kind of works because like again, going back to my first reaction to seeing them, that's kind of what my assumption was, is they were just going to be pop idols and the girls are going to scream. They're all handsome guys and they got their slick dance moves, but they're more than that. They're actually artists. They're writing about things that are a lot deeper than you would typically get in a pop song. So yeah, very good. Lift the toast one shot, but I'm still thirsty. So for all they've achieved, it hasn't stopped them from wanting to continue to grow and develop and evolve into a better and better artist. Uh, Basically, they're saying, we're not content just breaking the mold. We're continuing to want more, and we're continuing to want to grow. It really makes me look forward to what they might have coming down the line. And I know they have a new song coming out on the 9th, so I suspect I should try to get a reaction done to that as soon as I can, because yeah, this is good. Yeah.
You ready for this? Are you ready to get hyped up? Come on.
Yeah. And as I expected, it wasn't as simple as it seemed originally. It's really nice to be able to see the lyrics after, especially after the imagery of the first music video. It sets you on one path, but there's more to it. And sure enough, you break down the lyrics, and they're using alcohol and the wine imagery, and the apple of temptation. They're using all those things again to tell their story about they want to just keep developing and growing. It's again a very impressive song. I really like this one. I like the rock tones to it, and yeah, one more notch on the good pile. And like I say, BTS continues to impress me. So there we have it, Dionysus. I hope you all enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed reacting to this one. As usual, if you're following along with the BTS reactions, I'm going to continue to do more. I'm going to continue to dive deeper. So please subscribe to the channel. Join me for this journey. I love hearing from all of you. As I said before, I'm just so appreciative for all the comments you guys give me, and a few of you who have sent me emails telling me a little bit more about yourself and who you are. And I'm really enjoying that connection to all of you. So again, thank you so much for that. Um, I did a Queen reaction tonight as well. So I have a challenge for you guys. If you want to, you don't have to, of course. But it's about a 12-minute video. Well, the music's about 12 minutes long. The whole video is a little longer, and it's three songs off the first three songs off Queen's second album. And I think you guys would find them interesting because lyrically they're quite powerful. They really have good messages. One of them's called Procession, and that's just a very short instrumental with the guitarist Brian May multi-tracking his guitar and creating a funeral march. And then it goes into this song called Father to Son. And I won't go too much into it because if you watch the video, I'll describe it. But it's just loosely based on a father's message to his son, and it's about family and generations. And then it slips into a song called White Queen, which is again another beautifully written song about Brian May, this girl that he met or was in his biology class, and he was so infatuated with her that he couldn't find it in himself to approach her and ask her out on a date. And they're great, beautiful songs, and they're nice. It's a nice introduction to Queen music, like early Queen music. They changed quite a bit once they hit the 80s. They became far more of a pop sound. And these early songs are quite a bit different. They do a lot of harmonies and a lot of multi-tracking, and it's very complex, very good music. So if you have some interest, please check that out. It'll be in my on my channel. Again, that's just my for those of you who might want to discover the other band that I enjoy so much. I have a feeling these guys might have, their music's different, but I think they are connected in ways that they were always looking for personal growth and ways to evolve themselves and to create new music and new sounds for everybody to enjoy. So if you want to do that, again, hit my channel and maybe leave a comment either there or in this one. Let me know if you listen to it. Let me know what you think, because I'd be very curious, especially for our younger viewers who maybe haven't had a chance to be introduced to Queen other than, We Will Rock You, We Are the Champions, Bohemian Rhapsody songs that most people have heard. So yeah, so there we have it. Another reaction down. Um, BTS just doesn't disappoint. I think I could safely call myself Army now. I am definitely a fan of these guys, and I'm just more excited than ever to keep going with this and discover more of these songs. And I love breaking them down because, it's an interest to me to be able to take something that seemed simple on the surface and to try to look deeper and to see if there's something underneath it and if there's some thickness to it. And BTS just continues to do this time and time again. Suga, I really loved in that one. RM was really good at the beginning too. Those are the two voices that are most distinctive to me. Um, Jimin, of course, did a lot of that. The chorus, he sounded great. J-Hope sounded great. But yeah, I like the Suga breakdown and RM especially there because it really matched kind of the rock sound, rock theme to the music. So there we have it. Have yourselves a great evening, a great afternoon, or a great morning wherever you are in the world. Just much love to all of you and appreciation and Purple Hearts and all those things that I've learned all about BTS and Army now. And again, it's just so nice to be doing this journey, and it's so nice that you guys have decided to join me on this. And yeah, that's it. What more can I say other than I look forward to the next one and breaking down the next video, and I'm impressed. Have a good day.